Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to make a smile emoji keychain. For this you're going to need yarn. I'm using this yarn. It is gold because I don't have yellow yarn, but you could use yellow yarn obviously. You're going to need black yarn. I don't have black yarn, so I'm using embroidery thread and a needle. You're going to need your crochet hook, scissors, a big sewing needle, and your thread should fit through this, and finally a key ring. So to start, you're going to need a slip knot and chain 2. 1 and 2. Now you're going to do 6 single crochets in the first chain. So go in, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through both. And you're going to do this 5 more times in the same chain. So 2, and 6. Just like this. Now you're going to connect it to the first chain we made by making a single crochet. So pull your hook through the first chain, just like that. Yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through both. Now this is the beginning of the second row, so you want to mark it somehow. I'm going to use this needle and I'm just going to insert it through that. And if you're going to do this, be careful. And that's the beginning of the second row. Now you're going to go into the same chain you just did the single crochet in and make another single crochet. So in here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through both. Just like that. Now we're going to go all the way around and make 2 single crochets in each chain. So 1, 2, one, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2. Now I've come to the needle. That is the beginning of this row. So you're going to connect by making a single crochet. Let's go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through both. And again, I'm going to put in the needle. This is where we're starting the second row. Just like that. For this row, you're going to do 2 single crochets, then 1 single crochet all the way around. So in the next stitch, we're going to do 2 single crochets. So In the next one, we're going to do 1 single crochet. In the next one, 2. One, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Now we're at the beginning of the row, and take this out, connect with a single crochet, and this time it's only 1. Now I'm going to put in my needle. That points to the beginning of the next row. Now I'm going to do 1 single crochet, 2, 1, 1, 2. And you're going to keep doing this by doing 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochets in each chain all the way around. Okay, I'm back at the beginning of the row, and now to connect the 2 ends, we're not going to do a single crochet, you're going to make a slip stitch. So go in, yarn over and pull through, and this time instead of yarn over and pull through both, you're going to pull the first loop into the second one, just like that. This is going to be the emoji. Now we're going to trim this off, leave a lot of yarn at the end, and cut it off. And this is close to about 10 inches. And now just pull it through and tighten, just like that. Now you're gonna need to make another one of these without this tail at the end. And I already did that. Now we need to make the face on the emoji. This is where black yarn comes into role. So if you have black yarn, you can use that. I don't, like I said before, so I'm gonna use embroidery thread. And I have it in needle. So now we're gonna start with the eyes, and you need to make sure you position it the right way. You don't want the eyes to be too far apart or too close to each other. So I'm going to make the eyes at either end of the inner circle, which is this. So starting from the bottom, I'm gonna flip it over. This is the bottom. I'm gonna go in about here, flip it over, and pull it out. Okay. Now I'm going to go in at about over here and pull through. And you're just going to go over this about 10 times. If you're using thread, you should go about 3 times. That should be enough. And just keep going in and coming out at the same point. So go in. And go back out. And I'm going to do this about 10 times and finish the other eye as well. Make sure that they're almost the same length, and I'll be back once I'm done with that. I finished the eyes. Now we're going to make the smile, and I want it to be about here. So flip to the back, and I'm going to go about over here. Turn around, pull it through, and we'll go in at about over here. First we're going to make the border of the smile, and then we can go over it to make it thicker. And then I'm going to come out about here, go back into that point, then about here, go back in, and finally about here, and go back in. And just keep going over this till it's thick, so again about 10 times, just like the eyes. Okay, I finished the smile, and what I did was I trimmed it off at the end, the thread, and I'm going to leave it like this, and I'm going to use that as stuffing. Obviously it's not enough, but we will have extra yarn and other pieces which can be used as stuffing. Now taking the second layer, I have it here, I'm going to layer the two just like this. And I'm going to try to fit in the extra pieces of yarn just like that, except this big piece. This is what we're going to use to connect the two circles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this needle, so I'm going to set this aside, take the end of the first circle we made, and I'm going to wrap around this. This helps in threading it through. Just like that. To start sewing the two together, I'm going to look at the top, and over here each chain it forms a V, so it has this first layer and the second layer. We're going to go into the second one and into the second one of the one from the other circle and go through only those two. You could go through both, but I think this looks better. And pull it through. And go to the top again. Into the second. Oops. And pull through. And I'm going to do this all the way around, so I'll be back when I'm done. I finished stitching the two together, but there's still extra yarn. So instead of cutting it off, I'm going to just pass it through the emoji itself so that it's more secure and doesn't unravel. And you can just stick it through like that, and then you can trim the excess off. Now I'm going to add the key ring. To do this, I'm going to go right above the center, and I'm just going to lift this a bit, and then I'm going to insert my key ring into that, and I'm done. This is what it looks like. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and like the video.